this rain. Seriously, why did I not bring a coat or an umbrella? If you're in the UK, I'm sure you agree, but if not, this is like the best little Easter treat. If you can get your hands on it abroad, do it. Not sponsored, obs, but like Cadbury, I'd love it if you did. Hi! It's so quiet today at my volunteering, but they're playing indie bangers, so I'm kind of enjoying it. I thought I'd just hop on and say hi, I'm still alive, my sickness didn't bring me down, and I'm feeling alright. I'm quite tired, but I think, well, that could be for any number of reasons that I'm not worried about. Just trying to crack on with life and do job searches. I have actually made a Buy Me a Coffee page, which is a bit cringy and embarrassing, but as you know, I am unemployed at the moment and I'm making this content, which is, I love it, I'm really enjoying making it, but obviously I don't get paid for it. So it'd be great if you did buy me a coffee on there. I will add the link in the description. But yeah, I've got a catch up with my doctor tomorrow, so I'll be able to update you on that, and hopefully this week I will continue to feel great. I wonder if the doctor tomorrow will put me up a dosage or whether I'll stay on 36 milligrams. Don't know. We will find out. Anyway, I will speak to you soon. Bye! Oh no! Whee! On a lovely rainy day. Good morning. You will see, last night I actually totally spontaneously went out with my friend. So I got a text from her at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. My volunteering finished at 5. So she said, do you want to go to a comedy gig? I've got tickets for a comedy gig. Do you want to go with me after our choir session? And I said yes, let's do it. And I actually wasn't even intending on going to choir yesterday. I was going to go today instead. And I said to her, because I didn't even like come home after volunteering, I just stayed out, and I didn't get home until it was about 11 that I got back last night. So I was out of the house for like 14 hours, which is mad for me. Like, if you'd have told me a year ago that I could be out of the house for 14 hours and enjoy it and feel good and not feel like crap the next day, I would have bitten your hand off. Like, it was so nice. And I was with my friend and I was talking to her about the medication and the changes that I've noticed in myself, and it's just so nice to feel better. In the past, I would have found that so difficult to do, to be out of the house for that long. Usually I can only really do like one thing a day, like whether that's like go to work or do something social or do some exercise or do something creative. Like, I only really have enough focus and energy for that one thing, and then the rest of the day is kind of like a bleh. Whereas yesterday, I mean, like, I volunteered for 7 hours, I went to choir, I went to a comedy gig, and then we got Greek food afterwards and chatted and then came home. And it was so nice. I've woken up, I feel great. I had a good 8 hours of sleep, and now I am going to crack on with my day. My throat's so sore today. I just filmed a really deep and meaningful chat video about having ADHD and being a teacher. So if you haven't watched that yet and you want to watch me proper cry, then head over. It's lunchtime. I'm nice. I'm really nice. Except my terrible taste in pie. As if Keira Knightley ever ate pie. This pie actually is amazing. It's honey and sea salt pie and it's delicious. I come to you today from my volunteering post, as I do every Friday. I had my third appointment with my doctor last night to review my Concerta, and we decided that I'm gonna stay on 36 milligrams, not least because my life is a bit mad at the moment, in all honesty. Like, moving house. I don't know if I actually mentioned that. I'm moving house next week, and then obviously the job situation. So he suggested that we just keep it on 36 because that seems to be going well, and then after about 2 months more we'll have another appointment and review it again, maybe go up a dosage if I need to. But yeah, it was really good. He's such a nice doctor, really easy to talk to and very understanding, so that was good. Yeah. What can I update you on in terms of my mood and everything? I have a really bad headache. I seem to get headaches a lot. I think I've always been a headachy person. It's probably because I don't drink enough water. So I don't think that's the Concerta necessarily, but this headache's been going on since last night. I'd say from about 9 PM onwards my head was pounding. So apart from that, yeah, I feel good. Feel energized to achieve things and do things. It was interesting talking to my doctor because I did say oh, I don't feel like I've seen a really noticeable day-to-day effect. It's not like I take the tablet and then I feel great in the way that other people have perhaps said that they do. And he said, well, because I have inattentive ADD and not the hyperactive version of ADHD, that it won't necessarily be as noticeable to me, the effects, because if you're hyperactive, you'll obviously really be able to feel that your hyperactivity has decreased, whereas if you're just inattentive without the hyperactivity, then those changes are a little bit more subtle, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're not there. And I spoke about the fact that maybe day to day I haven't necessarily seen a huge change in my mood or that stuff, but I said looking back over the past kind of 4 weeks, feel like my life is very different and I have the ability to go and do things and be motivated to do things, which I don't think I had before. I think about what I've achieved in the past month compared to, say, before Christmas, and it's crazy. It's like I'm a different person, but I'm not, because I'm still me, I'm still great. I can just actually function. Yay! What am I doing this evening? I don't know. My head is really sore, so I don't know if we're gonna hit the pub for my non-alcoholic beverages, but if we don't, we'll probably end up getting a takeaway and crashing on the sofa, which I won't vlog because it won't be particularly interesting, but yeah, I'll let you know. Happy Friday! Bye!
Oh, ice. Yin yang. Bottle.
I have a migraine, but look how good my eyebrows look. Eyebrows bloody amazing. And no, this isn't a sanitary towel, this is a cooling strip. But I'm going to bed now at 9 p.m. on a Friday night because I feel horrendous. Good night. I just realised that it looks like I'm cosplaying Steve Tyler. Oh, it hurts to laugh. She's having a clear out. That's a lot of stuff. Ooh. I was really crap at vlogging over the weekend. I had a migraine, so the headache that I was having on Friday eventually kind of progressed to become a full-blown migraine on Friday night, and then Saturday I was basically incapacitated despite trying to go to yoga in the morning. And Sunday I had a bit of a hectic, crazy day, as you will have seen, because I ended up going into this crazy hyper-focus thing where I managed to get rid of so many of my old clothes. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the Concerta. And this is very unusual for me, so I'm assuming maybe it is the Concerta. But the last couple of weeks, since I've been on 36 milligrams, I've had this real, I don't know what the word is, like, need. I felt like I've needed to just have a massive life clear out. I've just been looking at all of the material things that I own and just being like, I want to get rid of this. I want to shed all of this stuff that I have. And I am a stuff person. Basically, it's become a necessity for me to do this now because we are moving house, which has been a bit of a chaotic thing that's happened over the past 2 weeks. So in my next vlog, I will have my house move and I'll be in a new place. I've used that as an opportunity to sort of make this big clear out happen. And you will have seen yesterday, I took, I think it was 4 massive bin bags full of clothes to the charity shop. I can't tell you how freeing it felt. That is the biggest clear out of clothes I think I have ever had. Like, ever. And it was so cathartic. I felt like I looked at my wardrobe afterwards and I just thought, this is all I need. And that felt really empowering. Usually that task would feel so overwhelming, going through all my clothes and making piece by piece decisions and then having to pack them all away or make sure they're clean and then take them to the charity shop and all of that malarkey. And it was fine. And I did it and I just kept doing it all day. Took them to the charity shop around 3 p.m. and then I still had energy afterwards to do other sorting. Well, it was great. I think that is the Concerta. I think it is. Next week will probably be an interesting one. I've got a few exciting things going on next week, so do come back, see how I cope with the house move. Historically, house moves have been incredibly stressful times for me and usually involve me having a breakdown at some point. So fingers crossed, Concerta means I don't have a breakdown. I will let you know how it goes. Anyway, thank you for watching. Buy me a coffee on the link if you want, and come back next week for more of this hectic, slightly repetitive, yet vaguely entertaining content. Goodbye.